As Gibraltar's official language and one of the most widely spoken worldwide, English is very much at the heart of the hospitality and tourism trade here. But how many delivering this face-to-face service can speak it? Most of those we asked in Main Street felt strongly about it.
I believe they should speak both languages. We're in a bilingual place. But unfortunately, you know what it is. Either it's a cheap labour because they do them whatever they want, so they don't do with the local. But I agree that every person who would work in Gibraltar should speak very fluent English.
I think that there's got to be both languages, English and Spanish. It's extremely important. Not only the language, but it's the way that people deal with customers is essential, especially for the tourist industry. If not, we turn them away.
We've just been to 3 shops and she was asking for food things they didn't know. They need somebody that can talk. I mean, I'm not saying they're not nice people, they are nice people. But for tourists, for everybody that comes shopping, you should have somebody that speaks English.
It's very important that people should actually take some kind of a course to at least be able to understand what people want. I think it's very important.
English is very important in this sector because Gibraltar relies heavily on tourism and the international language of tourism is in fact English. So it doesn't matter which nationality you're from. If you go into a shop on Main Street and you want to buy something and English isn't spoken, I think both the customer and the person who's working in the shop can feel very frustrated. And often people think that people are being rude when in fact it's just a language issue. And we are an overseas territory and English is the official language of Gibraltar.
The Language Centre has been running since June, with its core focus on offering English for the professional sector. The university says it's carried out market research to establish the language needs of the community.
We've gone out into the community and we've looked at different needs and I think, you know, the profile of Gibraltar is changing quite a lot. We're a very international community these days. It's not just English speakers and Spanish speakers. We've got a lot of different nationalities from Europe who come and work here and also from, you know, further afield like Asia. So we've been out into the market and we've looked at the needs.
So should it be down to the employer to ensure the service is delivered through its employees?
For example, I think that if a business is wise, they will understand that their employees need to speak English. And I think that employers need to invest in their workforce. And in turn, that will create a positive outcome for the businesses because ultimately, with good customer care, profits will increase.
The Federation of Small Businesses says staff should be able to speak it fluently. It adds sometimes candidates may have no official qualifications and speak the language very well, with the opposite too. The GFSB says it's here to help and support businesses, adding it's been offering subsidised language courses for years to help the business community offer the best customer service it can.